Welcome back to the news at 10. A former accountant with an oil company in Lagos, Michael Adenuga, has been accused of fraudulently converting over 22 hectares of land originally belonging to Covenant Sugarland to his property. At a resumed hearing of the case today before Justice Ogunsanya of the Lagos High Court, prosecution witness Kehinde Oyini said during cross-examination that the property theft has created undue financial hardship for the owners of the property. Meanwhile, Justice Ogunsanya has adjourned the case, which was brought before the court by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, to February the 17th and 18th, 2015. Our correspondent Victoria Ido reports.
Over 22 hectares of land worth 5 billion naira is the cause of this criminal action against Michael Adenuga, a former accountant with Chevron Nigeria Limited and Covenant Department Limited. He is accused to have fraudulently converted 22.68 hectares of land located in Ayetoro, Kotaleki area of Lagos, jointly owned by Covenant Sugarland Property Development Limited and Mr. Sunday and Joseph Oyemide between February 2008 and September 2011 to his own. The defendants are accused of forging a document titled Contract of Sale between Covenant Department Limited and Kingview Reality Limited to facilitate the theft. In the continuation of the case, the prosecution witness Kehinde Oyemide, while being cross-examined by Dr. Naira, stated that he and other investors on the risk group had 50% ownership of the property, but were surprised to know that Adenuga had converted the title of the property to his personal own and even used the property's document to obtain a personal loan. The witness, who is into real estate and has executed many projects in the past, said he and other investors on his group signed a memorandum of understanding with Adenuga's group to jointly buy the land, with each group raising half of the cost. Mr. Oyemide stated that as a joint owner of the project, he was advised to report the matter to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission for the prosecution of the accused. After the proceedings in court, the counsels of the defendants refused to speak to Channels Television, but were caught up with the prosecution's counsel.
The situation in the court today was for continuation of trial, because we had opened trial about 3 weeks ago in this matter, starting with our first prosecution witness, Engineer S.K. Onyerino. So today's business of the court was for the prosecution to continue with its case by presenting that first witness for further cross-examination by the defense team.
Adenuga and his company, Covenant Department Limited, are facing a 3-count charge of stealing, forgery and use of false document. The matter has been adjourned till 17th and 18th of February for continuation of trial. Victoria Ido, reporting for Channels Television News.
First Bank. Welcome to Business News. Now, the Naira slipped to 184 Naira 2 kobo to the dollar on Monday. Dealers say it was down 2.2% from its previous close of 182 Naira 10 kobo on strong dollar demand. Now, the currency is trading outside the central bank target band of 160 to 176 Naira to the dollar, a band that was last month set by the Apex Bank after it devalued the Naira by 8%. Now, the CBN's intervention aims to hold slides to its foreign reserves, a move that has proved abortive since the decision. Meanwhile, overnight lending rates hit a new record high of 70% today, a week after the central bank withdrew Naira liquidity as part of efforts to support the currency. The dealer said commercial lenders were scrambling for funds on the interbank market to keep their liquidity ratios at a regulatory minimum of 30%. Last week, Nigeria's Apex Bank withdrew 300 billion naira to enforce a new cash reserve requirement of 20%, up from 15%. Now, the World Bank's private sector arm has lent $200 million to foreign tower company IHS. According to the World Bank, the aid is intended to help fund its purchase of about 2,100 tower sites from the country's number 4 mobile operator, Etisalat, Nigeria. Privately owned IHS raised $2 billion in equity and $600 million in debt in November. The money from the World Bank's International Finance Corporation is part of this. Construction and maintenance of mobile communication towers in Africa are said to be more expensive than in other regions because of security costs and electricity shortages, while revenue per user is often lower. The Nigeria equities market resumed the week in profit-taking mode, resulting in a 0.46% drop in the key indicators. The oil share index lost to 33,075.71, while the market capitalization dropped to 10.91 trillion naira. Here's Bise Deborah with the rest of the day's closing figures.
Hello and welcome to the stock market reports. The first trading day of the week at the Nigeria equities market resumed in profit-taking mode, resulting in a drop in the key indicators. The key broad index lost 0.46% to 33,075.71, while market capitalization dropped to 10.91 trillion naira. Total was the heaviest loser for the day with a 4.50 naira drop in its share price. It's followed by Guinness and PZ. On the other hand, Fortune Oil, Molo and ETI were the top three price gainers for the day. Banking stocks were the most actively traded equities, led by Sterling Bank with 108.31 million units. When it goes in Bell Bank, volume came in at 314.10 million units, valued at 4.37 billion naira, and exchanged in over 4,000 deals. And that's a wrap on the stock market reports. I am Bisi Adebayo.
And that's a wrap on business news. Ijoma will be back with the rest of the news at 10.
Still ahead on the news at 10, and in the UEFA Champions League, Arsenal hopes to upturn Borussia Dortmund for the first place in Group D. That will be on sports. To join us again.